I propose an amendment to the order of business that item 13 be taken before number 1. I refer to putting the Air Navigation and Transport Amendment Bill 2026 on the order paper. The bill is grounded in a simple principle of upholding Irish neutrality, Irish sovereignty over our airspace and international law. For decades, Shannon Airport has been used as a transit hub for US military operations. Recent reporting in the media has raised serious questions about the scale of those activities and the lack of transparency surrounding them. The Irish Times has reported that 250 more US military aircrafts passed through Irish airspace than was previously reported to the government. At the same time, reports in the ditch have consistently highlighted the role of commercial aircraft providers carrying weapons through Irish airspace. For example, in just 1 week in February last year, Lufthansa carried over 1 ton of munitions to Israel on 3 flights over Irish territory. American Airlines carried munitions used in the illegal war in Iran just last month, carried on passenger aircrafts, critical parts for launching missiles. None of these were sanctioned by the government. Under Irish navigation law, carrying weapons of war through Irish airspace requires an exemption from the Transport Minister. Otherwise, it's an indictable offence, but exemptions have not been applied for in many cases. We've consistently heard from the government that it's impossible to know what's being transported. Therefore, we need a random on-spot inspection regime. This is a central issue that my bill seeks to address. The legislation addresses the claims by this government that it does not have sufficient powers to inspect commercial operators transporting arms and munitions through the state. The bill will introduce a random inspection and enforcement regime with penalties for flight operators who do breach Ireland's rules on the transportation of munitions. My bill also responds to long-held and growing public concerns about Ireland's complicity linked to actions around human rights abuses, particularly in relation to the use of Irish territory in the context of the cruel deportation flights carried out by ICE in the US last year, which we have recorded as landing in Shannon Airport between May 2025 and February this year. I don't believe the government should be playing any part in these removals. We've seen reports of Palestinians being shackled on the plane and deported to the West Bank, which is an occupied territory, as we all know, and deporting people to an occupied territory is illegal under international law. People being shackled and landing through Shannon Airport is horrifying. The bill seeks to extend what qualifies as a state aircraft by including aircrafts operating as custom flights, thus requiring custom flights to abide by human rights standards and seek exemptions before landing in Shannon. It would be my expectation that the Irish government would never provide an exemption for ICE-style deportations, therefore stopping these flights landing in Shannon. Lasca Hirlock. This bill is about oversight, it's about accountability, and it's about ensuring that Ireland is not facilitating the movement of weapons or participation in actions that may undermine international law, human rights, or the values that we claim to uphold. I hope my colleagues will support my proposal to amend the order of business. Thank you.